brother, if that's permissible. But
Yes.
that's awesome. Okay, okay, what about you? What part of Nigeria? What part of Nigeria?
Okay. I am from Musuka, but I'm not in Nigeria. I'm in Benin Republic. So I'm a bit.
Benin Republic, una dey safe from Trump wahala. Oh God, abeg.
To know about that. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, okay. I feel like network is disturbing OKK at his end. But
I
when okay, okay, I can hear you now.
oh, I I'm not a, actually in Benin Republic. I'm doing business.
Wow, that's nice. Benin Republic. Interesting. Interesting. And Ahmed said it's from Kogi, Lokoja. That's where my friend is. That's interesting. Okay. Anna, you can go ahead and unmute your mic. How are you doing? How's your day? And what part of Nigeria are you listening to this call? Yeah, and are you student or not?
Oh, you don't know herself. Good evening, GM everyone. You can see Ahmed Joshua, you can see Chukwebuka, Chikelo, you can see Sashidra joining our from Blockchain Career Expo. Good evening, everyone. Please, actually, when you're saying speakers, I was trying to set like switch from my phone to my system. So that's which one is shy. Ha! Shy K. God I beg you.
Actually, no,
God I
actually, I
beg
didn't
you.
know
Azan.
that. You
Asana.
guys should calm down. No, you guys calm down. I didn't even know that you were the one with this account name because the name I'm seeing here is just Anna, and I think your Google Meet, the ones I know are they usually carry like the full meaning, like Anastasia. So when I saw Anna, I was like, okay, who is Anna? I feel like Anna is someone new. I didn't even know it was you, so my apologies about that. Okay. Then
No apologies. So I just said someone is saying it's from Benin. I mean that is staying at Benin Republic. Please, who is staying
yeah,
In Ghana at the moment? Because I noticed that our currency, the difference between our currency, the affairs currency is actually very high. So I don't mind flying over, even if you just staying the weekend and then doing one or two and coming back. So like this, Destiny Empathy come from anywhere. So as you day Benin Republic, if you get connection with receive day Ghana, because Ghana is very close. Because as from
oh,
just they
oh,
come.
I thought you said that you're already in Ghana and you would like to like go over to Benin, like
My
to
God,
just chill off.
Christ Jesus.
Uh, I don't know. Was I the only one that heard that in like on this call? That was what I heard. I heard because I was just about to ask you now, like whether did you relocate? I didn't even know you've relocated from Nigeria and stuff like that.
I don't relocate
So
to I
wow,
did Nigeria, but you know the
are you
I don't
sure?
relocate, I
Don't
did
worry.
Nigeria.
After this call, just tell me. It's not like as if I'll cast you. I won't cast you. Just only me that will know. At least I'll be earning in some Ghana currency, just to like chill. But that's by the way. Mbani. I hope I'm getting this pronunciation right, Sha. But if I'm not right, please
Mbani
do go ahead
Chikelu.
and Mba Mbani. Yeah,
Mbani
Mbani.
Chikelu.
Chikelu. Okay, okay. Mbani, how are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. I'm good.
How's your day?
My day went. My name is not Chicken. It's Chicken.
You said? Come again.
It's pronounced Chicken.
Chikelu. Okay, from my end, your username that I can read and pronounce from here is Mbani, like Mbani.
I know. You can
Okay,
call
okay.
me
But
just
I'm,
then.
I'm right in my pronunciation, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. That's nice. Thank God. Because I was like, ha. and then they'll come and be like, you're not pronouncing it right, so I don't want problem. Okay, Mbani, what part of Nigeria are you taking this call from? And are you a student or not? You could go further with that first.
Huh? I'm calling from
Like what
Enugu.
part? Enugu, interesting. Can I go ahead and assume UNN, or should I unassume?
Uh-huh. The next, precisely.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Am I still a student?
Yes, let's pull up
Okay,
science.
okay. Wow, that's great. It's so nice that you get to know about like computer and blockchain from school. Something I wish I knew. That's a very good one. I see Gloria on this call. Hi, Gloria. How are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. I'm good. Are
How are
you?
you doing? I'm fine. How's
I'm
your day
good.
too? Okay, okay.
Was
What part of
fine.
Nigeria are you? No, everybody just having a nice day. I really, really wish I could relate. I really, really wish NYC registration will make me relate. But either way, it's fine. Choose to serve my country. We'll serve the country last last. Gloria, what part of Nigeria are you like on this call from? And are you a
Lagos.
student?
Yes, I'm a student.
Lagos. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That is why I plan to come and serve. Probably if I get that, I might definitely want to meet up with you. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Are you a student?
Yes, I'm a student.
Okay, Unilag or Lasu?
Yes, in lag.
Oh, I heard that it's only Nepo babies that go to Unilag lately, so I'm gonna assume that
No,
you're one of them, right?
no. No.
Are you sure? If not, all of us here, let me count, we are like up to like 5 year that are not Nepo babies. I mean, do we have other Nepo babies here so that we come and meet Nepo babies so it teach us how to be a Nepo baby in this Gen Z era?
No.
All right. So nice to hear from you. Okay, so you guys are welcome to the call once again. I see Prince. Hi, Prince. How are you doing? Good evening.
Welcome.
Yeah. Prince, PJ, are you on the call with us? Oh, I just do hope it's not network. Okay. At the end of this call, shall be ready to unmute your mind because we'll definitely want to hear from you. Like everybody here is speaking, it doesn't bite or cost you anything to speak. So if you don't mind, with due respect, could you like tell us how you're doing? How was your day today? PJ. Hmm. Okay, so in the list of students, we have one person that has not spoken. So we're going to take note of PJ because at the end of the call, we'll get to hear from PJ. So PJ, do not run or go anywhere because everybody here is going to hold you accountable. Okay? Okay, no problem. So you guys are welcome, or rather, let me rephrase. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you guys are welcome. Or I believe everybody's a gentleman here. We have beautiful ladies here. So you guys are welcome to your day two of the cohort where you get to learn more about Web3. So right now I'm going to be bringing on your speaker for today on the stage for her to teach us and load us with her knowledge of what she knows with respect to what she's going to be talking about on today. So with your clapping emoji, because I believe everyone can use a clapping emoji, you must see emoji on your screen and you're going to see something that looks like two hands joined together clapping. So with your clapping emoji, can we give an ovation to our speaker for today, Miss Anne? Miss Anne, you're welcome to the call. We're so happy to have you here. Please go ahead and download us with what you have for us today so that we can make it big in this space. Welcome, Miss Anne.
All right. GM once again, everyone. Hope my voice is very audible.
Yes, just like that of a Nepo baby. We can hear you, ma.
All right, GG everyone. I'm happy to be on the call, and I don't know whether I should accept that speaker role because if I should speak like a speaker, the other one that you're in front of the stage of idogos, you prepare very well. You prepare with your jargons in tech, and then you come out because you don't want to mix PG with real English. You don't want to start breaking all this long ground because they are used to it. Yeah. Oh no wala, no wala. Let's go. And I wanted to ask, please, do I have just how many minutes do I have? And then so that we can how know I'll work with the time. I would like to know how many minutes we'll have, and then this is going to be an interactive section. I don't like it when I'm teaching and everyone is just muted. I will be asking questions. If you don't know what to say, you can just say what is that in your mind. There's no answer that is stupid. There's no answer that is useless. Okay, okay. Because me, I can remember that I will ask question and you explain, and then if I get stuck, I will still come back and still ask. I'm not ashamed of asking questions. It's never part of me. So I believe that I don't know it all, and then I believe that everyone here don't know it all. We are all learning, and then the one thing you promise yourself is that this just like a step stone for you climbing the Web3 stage. That okay, after this, what's next? You need to grow more. Okay, it's not like you finish this course then after posting on your X, then you go and sit down one place and just be peeping out and be hearing people saying blockchain is that, blockchain is this. So I would love all of us to actually grow. I would love to connect with us. I would love to connect with Joshua. I would love to connect with Chikelo, with Prince Jeremy, with Gloria, Lapo Baby. I love to connect with every one of us, both here, both on our socials, so that we'll get to relate, we get to actually share knowledge, especially even on the group. It's not just okay after this class you just disappear. And, okay, the next time you shout is for the class. Okay. So moderator, peace by Dolo. Please, ma, how many minutes do I have to work with the class, please?
All right. Now you have like roughly 55 minutes, so you should be wrapping up
Whoa,
by 8:45.
whoa. That's cool.
8
If I did
8:45, 8:50. Because there'll be room for questions after you have finished speaking. So please, while her class is on, if you have any question, you can just like pen them down either on your notebook or your notepad since you're making use of your devices. Then once she's done, you can go ahead and bring up your questions to her. Or you could also go ahead and just drop them on the comment section. So once she's done teaching, those questions will be attended to. Is that fine by the class? Please can I get a thumbs up if that's fine by you guys? All right, thank you, Mbani. Okay, so Ma, you can go ahead.
all right, thank you. Please, you help me and do me a favor. I don't know if you can take a screenshot from your end, maybe at the middle of the class, because I don't know what's going on with my system, but at the moment it's very stable, so I do not want to just activate some stuff. So no one should laugh at me. So we are all welcome to the class. My name is Annastesia Ezinne. I'm from Eastern Nigeria, from Enugu. Yeah, Udi to be precise. That's me. I'm a community manager, community builder, Web3 educator. Okay, so we are welcome. Let's just dive into the class. We'll get to connect, we get to know each other. And as I said earlier, this is going to be an interactive section. My slides are very simple, like there's no whole lot of jargons there, because I believe that as we are growing, we're getting questions. As you are coming on, okay, you are coming on the social media, you are hearing a whole lot of things. Just drag it and bring it to our group and then ask your questions and we'll reply you and we all go together. Okay. So we are all welcome once more. Let me share my screen for the little we'll have. Um, I hope we can see my screen. Okay,
Yes, your
okay,
screen is clear, ma'am.
okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up a bit. Oh, I think I see.
My speaking, we can't hear you from here. Miss Anne, are you there?
Yeah, okay. So sorry. I need to cancel this and start afresh, please. Sorry for that.
Okay. So we'll just give you a minute. We can see your screen. Oh, you can see your screen. Miss Anne, are you still there? We can't hear you and we can't see your screen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm still here. I'm here. Trying to fix this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind sending it to me directly so I can project for you?
Okay, is it on your WhatsApp?
Yes.
All right, let me send it to your WhatsApp
Probably
immediately.
while you are going through the introduction with your voice, then I can go ahead and be uploading it here.
All right, that would be awesome.
Okay, so please class, just give us a minute. We're having technical issues here.
Oh, yes. Okay, can you hear me, please? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I just forwarded it to your WhatsApp. So let me not just keep delaying. Let me just speak at least so that you can or help me and project the slides. Let me go ahead. The time is going.
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay, you can if you can see your screen directly from your end, you can
yeah.
go ahead and just what's the right word? You can go ahead and just start using like your voice to talk about the intro while I project the screen shortly.
All right. All right. So topic today is cryptocurrency and crypto and exchanges. Okay. We are going to dive into understanding what digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, and how all these exchanges operate. Okay. I've already introduced myself. This is my 3 years in the Web3 space. I'm still growing. I don't know it all. And then become better by the day. Okay. Over the years, I can remember back then in campus, we organized, and I and my team, we organized different tech events for UNN. We had boot camps, we have training, we had live events, BCB. We had a whole lot of events trying to introduce people into the blockchain space and Web3 as well. Okay, some of them actually got some air jobs through the introduction because okay they were actually able to engage on some projects that we are talking about in the community. So that's that. And for our class overview, we'll cover the meaning of cryptocurrency. We'll cover Bitcoin and what's actually Bitcoin and altcoins. I'll cover our centralized and decentralized exchanges and how exchanges actually work, and then security tips. Okay, you don't just make your money because
Can you
one
see
thing
my
about web,
screen?
you said,
Can you see my screen? Is my screen visible to you guys? You should be showing you're sharing your screen with everyone.
yeah, I can see, yeah, yours is okay.
Okay, just stay on and let me know if you can see my screen any minute now. I'll be muting my mic.
All right, so go ahead. All right, hope everyone can see that clearly because me I can see it very well. Okay, next slide, ma'am, because I have passed this. Please, your questions, you can drop it on the comment section. You can write it down, anyone you prefer. Okay, next one. I've actually introduced myself. Just one small lady trying to grow. Okay, these are class overview. What is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, altcoin, centralized and decentralized exchanges? How does exchanges work? Security tips, how you can secure your money when you actually start making money in the Web3, because it's not just about making the money. In as much as okay, we work towards the adoption of Web3 and blockchain and the Africa space, there are a whole lot of risk. Okay, scammers are using okay because they know that this is online. You can actually do one or two and get away with it. So got to be careful. Then we'll have a recap and then we'll have question and answer sections. That question and answer sections, everyone must speak. If you don't ask me a question, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah, and that's just a must. Okay, thank you. Next one. Okay, why does cryptocurrency and digital currency matter today? This is a question. My first question. I'll just give you a minute for us to answer. Do we really think that all this crypto stuff matters today? Any answer from us? Any answer? Any answer? Just a minute, because we are running for time. Does crypto or digital currency really matter today in our world, in our 21st century, in our Gen Z generation, in our Africa, in Nigeria? Because I believe most of us here are Nigerians, even those that are not in Nigeria. But by birth, you carry passport, you know, say na Nigeria you be. Do you have any answer from any of us?
Yes,
Okay,
I think.
okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, I think cryptocurrency or digital currency matter today because it's a better way
Of receiving and transferring money globally. It's better than Western Union. I think from our last class, our instructor Mr. Shadrach told us a lot about how Western Union were charging, I think, about 40% to make a transaction. And he gave an example like if you want to send 1 million naira, now you end up adding 400,000 naira extra. But meanwhile, in crypto, it's entirely different. That's not the case. You don't send Bitcoin. All you just need is just a little gas fee, and that's all. Your transaction is you are done with your transaction. So I'll say yes, it's much more. And another reason is because every transaction can be tracked on the blockchain. Yes, every transaction can be tracked. Like you can't. It's not like a traditional system that you send money to First Bank, it will be hanging, and then you now call customer care. Customer care will not pick. But in this case, you can actually track your transaction, and you are sure once it's there, you are sure that the transaction has gone through. So with this few points of mine, I will say yes, crypto or digital marketing matters a lot today. Thank you.
All right, that's awesome, and that's actually very correct because I have experienced that issue with fiat. Okay, money was sent to go and buy textbook, and then I did not receive a lot for 2 days. I did not see my anything in my account. Went to the first bank, they told me I had to wait for like I don't know whether they gave me 2 weeks. When I had an exam that is a must, you come with your textbook receipt. So it's actually very crazy. So yeah, it actually matters. So let's go ahead. Let's move on. Thank you for that answer. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Joshua. So next slide, ma. Why our cryptocurrency matters today, Africa's growing role in digital finance and real-world opportunities in blockchain and crypto. Okay, we are diving into that. Next slide, ma. So first of all, I believe that we know that money is as old as man. And then basically when you say money is as old as man, it means that from the origin of man had to survive. Okay, so it started from barter. Okay, for example, those days that okay, you just have farming. Okay, if you cultivated rice and I cultivated beans, and then you have enough rice like in abundance. Okay, I will come and meet you. Okay, I need this rice and you need my beans. So we'll do exchange. You give me quantity of rice, I give you quantity of beans. That's the barter. That's how our transaction started back then. From then they started developing cash, the physical cash you had. Then there was a gold mine backup. If you can remember our last class, Sashedra dealt with that very well. The gold mine that you is the number of the amount of money that is being printed is equivalent to the gold that backs it up. Okay, that was dealt in on our last class, so we are not going to dwell much on that. Then we started having cards. Okay, if you have money in your account, you can use card and withdraw. Then we'll move to digital. That's when okay, you can stay in your house and do transfer without leaving your house. That's okay, stay in your house, do transfer, send the person the receipt, and we are okay. Then we evolved to crypto, which is digital assets. Okay, we don't actually now need to carry the physical cash and move around. So basically, when you hear of cryptocurrency or when you hear of crypto, the simplest and the easiest meaning to just have in your mind is just okay. Is equivalent. Is more even it's more useful to our fiat currency. Is a money, but it's digital. Okay, it's used online. You can use it and make purchase, make payments, or do whatever you want to do online when it comes to transaction and payments. Okay, next slide, ma'am. Okay, what is a cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency simply means the digital money that is powered by blockchain. Okay, so if you can remember our last class, our class is actually cumulative. So please, if you are following me, a thumbs up. Let me know that I'm not speaking to myself. Please, okay. I'm only seeing Joshua. Is he the only one? Okay, Chikalu, okay. Okay, thank you for that. So when you hear of cryptocurrency, that is a digital money powered by blockchain. Our last class that we are introduced to what is blockchain and how blockchain actually works. So when blockchain came into the space, okay, this is how it works, this is how things go on. They now have to have cryptocurrency, that is the assets, that's the, let me say, the money that we can actually use online and make a transaction and do whatever I want to do and do payments. Okay. And then because it's now online, it's not something that, okay, let me say you have let me say you have 100,000 naira. Okay, you can just, you say in your mind, you'll be like, I don't trust this bank thing. You can just go to the bank with your ATM card, withdraw your 100,000 naira in cash, come back to your house. You can have a box and put it there and maybe keep under your bed or keep somewhere that you feel like is safer for you. Okay, that you can wake up and open it and say, okay, this is secure. This is, I
Miss
can see.
Anne, I can't hear you.
Can you
Can
hear
you
me
guys
now?
hear her? Please unmute your mic and speak if you can hear her, because I can't.
Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Please thumbs up if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, please, I think your network have started to
I
remember
can hear
you.
you.
Okay, okay. So as I was saying earlier, you can go to the bank for fiat currencies. That's our naira notes, our CDs. For those that use CDs, our code, the notes that you can use to go to the market and buy something. Oh God. Okay, let's just continue. So you can go and withdraw it because, okay, you don't trust this bank. You come and keep it in your house where you think is more safe and secure, because money is actually not that easy. Okay, but then when it comes to cryptocurrency, you do not have trust issues. Okay, you don't have trust issues, not because, okay, someone cannot have access to it, but someone cannot have access to your money without you giving them access. Okay, access is the key code, and no one can have access. They can see it's on the blockchain, but no one can have access, no one can take it, no one can tamper with it unless you give the person the access. That's okay, give the person your login, your password, you give the person your keys, and then the person logs in. So apart from that, no one can tamper with your money, your cryptocurrency, or your crypto assets. Okay, I'm just interchanging cryptocurrency, crypto assets, digital money. They are all the same thing. Because some people will be like, which one is cryptocurrency? Which one is digital assets? So when you hear cryptocurrency, it's the same thing as digital assets. Because some people, when you come to blockchain, especially when you come to blockchain, sometimes it's just the tech terms that sometimes it can be confusing, but it's not actually hard. It's something that with time just gets used to it. Okay, so that's it. So when you say cryptocurrency, when you say crypto, when you say digital assets, they are all the same thing, just different terminologies. Okay, so cryptocurrency is a digital money powered by blockchain. And then for making it safe and that's secure on the blockchain, it uses cryptography for its security. That cryptography is what makes it impossible for someone to just come and hack into your wallet and take your money. Okay. And then we have decentralized. It is decentralized. There is no bank, no government or middleman that is in control. Okay, for example, as Joshua said earlier, when you have, let me say I have let me say I have, let me say I have, let me say I have like 10 pieces of Bitcoin in my account, which I do not have at the moment. Okay, let me say I have 10 pieces of Bitcoin, and then the price was going, is going up, is going up, is going up, and then with this whole thing that okay, Trump is saying, everybody's saying, and then is there, they will not be like, okay, they will task me. Hell no, you don't do that. Don't have access to my money because I worked hard for it. Okay, so that is decentralized. Your money is your money. No one can, okay, tell you how to use it. No one can tell you the limits you can transfer or do. No, it's not like that. It's decentralized. Okay, and then the another character is that it's fast, it's borderless, and it's also transparent. Okay, for you to make a transaction of over $1 million, it just takes you a few seconds, and then your network connection, because of course blockchain works with the internet. Okay, that's why if someone is actually staying in a very remote town that don't have network connection, It's going to have challenges trying to relate very well with the Web3, trying to come into the space because you actually need network. And then it's borderless. It doesn't matter where you are, Africa, any part of the world. Once you are in this Earth realm, you can use cryptocurrency. Okay, and then it's very transparent. Every transaction on the blockchain, you can see it. You can see the transaction back from when Bitcoin came up. That was 29, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. You can trace any transaction just with the hashtag. You can trace it. Okay. Then these are the core features of cryptocurrency. Let's go ahead across of that again. It is decentralized, it's transparent, it is very, very secure, it is global, and then it's limited supply. Of course, our fiat currencies. Let me talk a bit on this limited supply. When you hear limited supply, it simply means that, for example, you can come online, you hear that there are this kind of, let me say, there is over 20 something million, let me say 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. If you do not have even one guy, you do not have that is in circulation, people are doing transaction, does not mean that you can have access to it. Okay, unlike our naira, that some people, I can remember one time that a friend, that my friend's account in bank was actually hacked, and then they took some money, and then he was actually complaining, and the bank was like, they don't know what's really happened and this and that. That's not possible. If you don't have you don't have anything in your wallet, you don't have access to it. And then when they say limited supply again, it means that, let me say, Bitcoin, the amount that is in the supply is the amount that have been generated over the years. Okay, next slide, ma. Next slide, or should I go ahead and just please, I will follow in. Thumbs up if you are still with me. Chikelo. Welcome, Sir Caleb. Sir, we are happy to have you. You are highly welcomed. I just noticed that you came on board. Thank you so much, sir. This is our CEO for Sofe Group. So you're highly welcome. Please, if you can hear, you have been following. Please, can I get a thumbs up? If you have a question, you can go ahead and type.
We can hear you, ma. Right on, ma.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Okay. Let me come back on our slide. We'll have blockchain simplified. Okay. So blockchain is a public digital ledger, and then the component is made up of blocks, is made up of nodes, is made up of miners, those that mine coins, then validators, which are those that when you are doing transaction, because in as much as it's digital, they are connected up networks that when you are doing transaction, any transactions that you are doing, the program of networks that is there, you have validators that will validate it within milliseconds. Like, they are very fast with their validation, and then they are being paid. Is actually a niche actually in blockchain. So they are called validators. That when you send or you receive cryptocurrency, or when you send or receive money, I think money is better for people to understand. Just when you say money in our blockchain, just mean crypto assets or cryptocurrency. So when you send or receive money on the blockchain, it is recorded, and it is recorded forever. There is nothing like I cannot see what you send, though. Is it not since last month? Is it not since last 2 months? Okay, I had a little challenge that an exam that you wrote, or something that you wrote in school, because it's over 4 years or more of that. They will tell you that they don't have that, they cannot look for that data, they cannot look for those files. Which is very wrong, which is very impossible in blockchain. If it's recorded online, the only thing you need is just the hashtag or your regional number, and then your whole data and everything shows up. So, and I know people that are actually passing through those similar challenges, especially for us that are students. But if this whole thing, if blockchain is actually introduced, if they allow it to be introduced into our academics, it will even help us and make things easier. Okay, so for cryptocurrency, back to what we were saying, when you send or you receive, anything you do, on the blockchain in terms of transaction. It is recorded. You can't claim it. Even if you like delete the receipt, you cannot claim it. Okay. And then on our next slide, Bitcoin was actually launched in 2009 by Nakashi. Please, okay, by Satoshi Nakamoto, and then that is actually the first cryptocurrency. Okay, and then some people maybe in your mind will be asking, this one blockchain, this one cryptocurrency. Just know that crypto is the money that is being used in the blockchain. Okay, just as you know that your naira, your Ghana cedis, your any other crypto, any other money that you touch, that you use and buy water, use and buy food, use and do your sub and other things that you do for normal daily expenses. Just know it that those money, okay, some people you keep it in your bank, you can transact online from bank to bank. Just know it that cryptocurrency is not the money that is not being used in the blockchain space. Okay. And then when it was actually introduced, is for peer-and-peer electronic transaction. Okay, you can send from wherever you are, you can use it and buy something, you can transfer to your friend without leaving your house, you can use it and make payments online, and there is no limitation. And then the total supply is over 21 million. That's the total supply of Bitcoin. Okay. Then Bitcoin being the first cryptocurrency in the space, so it's the first decentralized currency that we'll have. Then it is used for payments. It's mostly accepted for payments in most of the countries around the world. For payments, you can save, you can stake. Okay, stake is just like your fixed deposit. I know we know fixed deposits. Okay, you have 100,000 naira that, okay, you're not using it for the next 1 year, and you do not want to tamper with it, so you just go to the bank and tell them you want to apply for fixed deposit. Then they will pay you monthly interest till the time elapsed for that. Then you can now go and withdraw your money with the interest. Okay, so when it comes to Bitcoin, you can actually, okay, now please, okay, don't be faster than your shadow bar. You can use it for payments, you can save, you can store, and then it's accepted globally. Okay, Bitcoin is not like our naira that when you cross border, let me say you move from Nigeria to Benin, you move from Nigeria to China. If you have 1 million naira or 2 million or 3 million, the first thing is first to go and change it to the fiat currency of the country you move to, because they don't know what is naira. But if you have your USD or you have your Bitcoin in your account, you can just do transaction, and it's very simple and smart. Next slide, ma'am. Next, okay. Then altcoins. Let me break it down. As I said earlier, our Bitcoin on its own is the first digital asset, or the first token, or the first money that was used on blockchain space. Okay, then after that Bitcoin, people noticed that, okay, this is actually very nice, that this is a good technology that is actually making waves and is very easy and simple. That was when, okay, people started coming together, people interested in tech, and then they started developing new other coins, which is now termed altcoins. So whenever we hear altcoins, just know that any other token apart from Bitcoin is called altcoin. Whether it's your Ethereum, whether it's any other, just know it that it belongs to altcoin before you now start developing it, okay, meme coin and the rest. Okay, so you can term the altcoin as the new generation token or new generation coin, because, okay, it came after the Bitcoin, which was like the father of all because it came first. Okay, and then altcoin refers to all other cryptos except Bitcoin. I said that earlier. Then when we come to that, we now have categories of the altcoin. We now have utility token. When you hear utility token, what can I use to simplify this? What can I use? When you hear utility token, you just know that is a token that is being developed to give you access. Okay. For example, I don't know if you have heard of Rally Platform, which is a new African project. Okay, they have RPT, which is a token that is being produced for us to have access to do. Okay, when you are doing transactions, the charges is very small, and then other benefits coming from it as an African, because we Africans, we are already disadvantaged when it comes to global financial payments. So when you hear of utility token, is a token that solves a real solution, a real time solution. They will have governance token. It can be used for accessing across the government. Then you have our stable coins, so you can hear USDT. That's your your dollar in form of crypto is equivalent. USDT is equivalent to $1. Okay, then we have your meme coins. Okay, you can say, for example, we have dogs, we have Notcoin, and some the rest of them. Okay, next slide, ma. Next. Okay, then what is crypto exchange? I don't know if I can see my credit. What is crypto exchange? Please, are we following? I think I need to. Are you following?
Yes, yes,
No,
we are following now. I don't know. We can hear you, ma. Right on.
all right, okay. Let me meet up with them. All right, thank you. So, what's going on? What is crypto exchange? As we have our banks, we'll have fintech like PalmPay, we have OPay, we have Kuda, we have a whole lot of them. We have Wema, we have Piggyverse, we have a whole lot of fintech online, and then we have our normal physical bank. Okay, so as blockchain grew or Web3 grew, they now decided to, okay, if as we have our own assets, we have our own money that we can use to do transactions online. That will be need that will have a place that, okay, if you want to buy, you can come and buy. If you want to sell, you can come and sell, and then keep it in your wallet forever, whatever you want to use it. Okay, that was what brought about crypto exchange. So cryptocurrency exchange or crypto exchange is just a market. Just see it as a market where buying and selling and borrowing and lending takes place. You can take it as, okay, where they buy, where they sell cryptocurrencies. Okay, so that's just the simplest definition of crypto exchange or cryptocurrency exchange. Whatever you try, however you want to put it, that is very okay with you and understandable. Okay, so cryptocurrency is a platform where you can buy, you can sell, and you can trade cryptocurrency. Okay, then it connects buyers and sellers together. For example, we have Binance, we have KuCoin, we have Uniswap, we have TrustSwap, and then so many of them. Okay, let's move on. Next slide, ma. Okay, and then when you come to crypto exchanges, we have centralized, we have decentralized exchange. For example, when we are starting on, I told us that we are going to look at, okay, not just the crypto, not just the money, but actually what goes on there. So we have a centralized exchange, and we have a decentralized exchange. Okay, so when it comes to centralized exchange, just know it when it comes to the both exchange, one thing is very common. Okay, when it comes to both of them, one thing is common: buying and selling is common. Okay, whether is when you hear, okay, it's here. Some people just, when they want to confuse, they say sex. That's CX, that's centralized exchange. Then DEX, decentralized exchange. Okay, so for the centralized exchange, it is run by companies. For example, we have KuCoin. You have KuCoin, and then the users complete their KYC. KYC is know your customer. Okay, for example, if you register for your KuCoin maybe for the first time, you need to do your KYC so that they get your your data in case you want to carry some, you do transaction online and they want to carry somebody's money and go because because you know that it's blockchain, okay, they can just do it and delete the account. So they can actually trace you. You cannot take away someone's money and run. Okay, so for you to register there, you have to complete your KYC, put in your data. Definitely you do your facial verification, you upload your valid ID card that they will verify and then notify you, okay, that you are okay. Then fund is held by the platform. This is a little disadvantage in as much as blockchain is decentralized. As it's coming up, the company started coming up. Okay, in as much as they bring buyers and sellers together, they also want to make money. No one builds a company and do not want to make money. Okay, so I see them as opportunities. They saw that this is a new platform, this is a new what they call it, this is a new era, this is a new avenue for them to actually make. So why not, as they are bringing the buyers, the sellers together, and then they are doing their transactions, definitely the company is making their own part of money. So your funds and the transactions that happens there, the company have they can see it on the chain. And then the advantage is that it's actually very fast and you can easily buy, sell, swap on the centralized exchange. Then the major disadvantage is that it can be hacked. Okay, so when we are talking when we are looking at our security and the risk involved in cryptocurrency, we are told that we do not save our money, do not save your assets on a centralized exchange. You save it on a decentralized exchange. While you can go and do your transactions on your CX, that's your KuCoin, your CoinW, or any other platform. When you are done with whatever you are doing, you have extra funds that is remaining there. Okay, you're not keeping it. Why not just bring it, send it to your decentralized exchange? Okay. Then the next slide will have decentralized exchange. There is no central control. Okay, example, you have your trust wallet. So no one, you can move your money. For example, in KuCoin, I think if you locked your money, that is before you unlock it, you need to follow procedures. Okay, unlike your decentralized, you have access to it 247. Can you go back to the last slide? Okay, then it's powered by smart contracts. Okay, smart contracts, this is what when you talk about smart contracts, is what actually helps in the transaction. Okay, any transaction that goes on, okay, the hashtag, we have the smart contract. This is what helps to execute the transaction. Okay, then the users, you keep your wallet in control. Then the most advantage is privacy, and then the disadvantage of using it is low liquidity. Okay, for example, if we are, let me say, on our centralized exchange, that's example KuCoin and the rest. If you are saving money there, what's the interest is actually very higher compared to when you are trying to just save, keep it on your decentralized wallet, like trust wallets. Okay, so that's when we talk about low liquidity, because what you gain actually the other side is bigger, but then the risk is actually the company can fold. No one knows, because it's actually a company on their own. So that's it. Next slide, please. Okay, then how does cryptocurrency work? If you are following me, please a thumbs up. Seems I've been speaking to myself. Okay. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Gloria. I can see you guys. Thank you. So when it comes to how does cryptocurrency work on an exchange, first of all, you have a user registration. Then after your registration, you have to create your wallet. Then after creating your wallet, you want to be like, okay, let me do my first transaction. Let me buy this token or this coin that they say we should buy. Then you place another. Then as you place another, you want to buy, someone wants to sell. So as you place the other to buy, then when someone else wants to sell, the person sells to you. This actually happens in seconds. It doesn't take long. Not as much as the process is looking quite a bit long, but it doesn't take long. Then the transaction execution. When this transaction is happening, there is a gas fee that is being collected. This is where some companies make their money. Okay. So as the transaction you're trying to buy, you're trying to sell, to buy, and someone is trying to sell, then there is a transaction fee that is being collected. It's actually like a token. Okay. For example, let me say you want to move from let me say if you're a student, you're staying in a hostel, you're staying in your lodge, and then you want to go to class. If you're not those that use leggings Benz most of the time, to be like, okay, this one is hot this afternoon, you need to enter a shuttle bus or enter anything that will take you. So that money you pay that shuttle person to carry you from your house to your destination is actually the gas fee. That's the transaction fee that's being collected. So then the transaction is executed, and then the gas fee goes through for the transaction payment. Okay. Then on the cryptocurrency, we have main components. We have the liquidity, we have the order book, we have matching engine, and then we'll have the market makers. Okay. So the next slide, ma'am. The next slide, ma'am. Okay. So let's dive into liquidity. So the efficiency or ease at which an asset or security can be converted into already cash without affecting the market price. Let me see. How can I explain this to make it very simple? Liquidity, the efficiency or ease which an asset can be converted into a ready cash without affecting the market price. It simply means
Are you speaking? We can't hear you. You've extended it.
oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. So sorry for that breakage. I think it's my next one. So when the low long term that is here is that, for example, if you want to quickly sell or swap your crypto without waiting long or losing, and then the value, you not lose the value. That's what we call as liquidity. Because, for example, the transaction that happens online is not money that you can say, okay, let me touch it. So it's actually online. That's why we call it liquidity. Okay. For example, let's say you have a $100 worth of USDT. You can easily use it to trade for Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even withdraw it. That is where you say it is liquid. Okay. So next slide, ma. Next. What is going on? Okay. I will up to here. I can't even see this clearly. Okay, okay. Understanding other books. So when you say other books, it's have two sides. So the other books is actually deals with transaction on the cryptocurrency, on the crypto exchange, sorry to say. So we have the bids, that's the buy order if you want to buy, and then we have the ask. That's the sell order. Okay. For those that are buying, the buying orders, they are called bids. Then the selling orders, those that are selling their token, okay, maybe they bought it when it was low, and then they notice that the price have actually skyrocketed. Why not sell it and make some extra cash for yourself? So on the other books, that is the transaction. It has two sides. The bid side, which is your buy order, and then the ask side, which is the sell order. And then the third part of it is the market price, which is the intersection point. Okay, you have the buy, the sell, and then the market price, which is actually in the market. So you are buying, you are selling. What is the middle point is then the market price that goes on between the two individuals. Okay, the next slide, ma. Okay, this is another episode. Security. Security. I want to ask a question, please. I will not take much time, please. I want to ask a question. When it comes to your normal bank, maybe you want to do a transaction, if you want to send money to someone or you want to use the money and pay for something. How do you stay where people are looking at your phone and looking at like there is something that is they want to look at, and so if someone by your side is peeping, and will you be safe trying to do that transaction? I want to hear a voice. Let me say you are in a crowd and then you hear that okay, you need to make this payment, and then as you are trying to make transaction, you only got to the point to put your pin. Someone is now be like trying to look at your phone. What will you do? No one is saying anything. I want Gloria, Lapo baby, if you are the one trying to make a transaction, okay, and then someone is trying to look at your phone, what will you do? Your normal transaction with your phone, with your mobile app or your Palm Pay, then what will you do? Miss Gloria.
Okay, for me, I won't feel
Wow.
safe actually because I'll feel like if they have access to my password and they just know my account number, they can access all my details and wipe out all my funds.
Exactly. That's the perfect answer. Same with cryptocurrency. In as much as okay, we know that a decentralized is transparent, but then people have scammers have grown to know that okay, if actually this is a technology, they can actually try and go and try and find a way to uh try and get away with people's funds. Okay, and for you to avoid this, okay, in as much as okay, you might think that this is not necessary for you now because okay, maybe you have not actually made money on this blockchain of a thing, you're just coming on, so getting concerned, it concerns you. Because for example, you just did a one airdrop back then, and then it starts paying, and then you hear someone saying you come and invest, that if you invest $20, that after 1 month you have a $200 or $100, that they will double the money. Of course, you will rush and I'll be like, okay, since I made this money, that is not, it was not that hard for you. Can use it, and then your money is gone. It's not just that you lost money, you lost it, and then probably if you had any other thing in that account, I promise you it's gone. So for us to be very security conscious, we enable 2FA verification on our account or on our wallet. We do not share you do not share your password for any reason. As you don't share your password, you do not share your 12 security code. That's for your wallet. You don't share your wallet, you don't share your 12 security key, because anyone that have access to it have access to your wallet. Then you cannot come and be clicking on unknown link unnecessarily. Someone posted something, okay, it's about this, that you should click and do that. Why not ask the person what platform is functioning, what company is this? The person will be like, okay, this company. Go and do your verification, because some links, once you click on it, they'll be like, okay, connect your wallet or connect this one. As you are connecting it, that and then you might not have money at that moment in that wallet. Well, believe me that money can come in on your wallet, because that's how Web3 works. Maybe you did one thing 2 years ago, and then maybe the coin was just 0.0, like four five zeros before one, and then you thought like this thing is valueless. When that money actually, maybe when it grows, the token goes up, and then that money can be gone because you connected your wallet to a phishing link. Okay, so you don't go ahead and be clicking links, okay, because they say that this one, try and verify first before you click. That's just the best this thing. Verify first before you click. And do not store all your funds on centralized exchanges. I beg. If you have your money after doing your normal transaction, the remaining money you're not using to do any transaction, send it to your decentralized exchange immediately. Do not leave it there. Do not leave it there. It's not very safe. Not that I would not trust them, but it's not very safe. Just keep it in your decentralized exchange. Okay. Next slide, ma. Oh, time is running against me. Okay, then these are common mistakes that beginners can make. Okay, we have FOMO and hyping investing. FOMO is the fear of missing out. For example, maybe because you are just coming up and then you are new, and you heard that okay, people are making dollars so in this blockchain. Let me invest so that I will not miss out. The small money you have, use it and put in a project that you do not know, because people are shouting, people are hyping it on social media. You go this place, they're hyping it. You go this place, they're hyping it. The hype does not mean that that project is going to last or is going to work. Okay, so you should not be afraid of missing out. Before you do anything, it's possible. Okay, you are confused. Why not ask questions? Come to the community. That's why you have a community. Come and say, I saw this project. Oh, how do you see it? Can tag some of the leaders or the instructors and be like, please, can you people throw some light on that? Because some people might be seeing it, they might be foolishly be trying to invest, but not knowing that that is a trap set. Okay, then ignoring risk management. When they say ignoring risk management, for example, if you want to go into crypto trading as a niche in the blockchain, okay, you cannot trade without risk management. Okay, yeah, that was an episode of his own. Okay, for example, those, let me just give an insight. If you are trading, you have to set a risk, your risk, what you can take and what you cannot take. Okay, for example, you are buying a token at, you want to buy it at $20 and want to sell it at $25. What if that the market price goes down? So you will set it, okay, if it goes down below 19, please just collect my remaining money and keep for me in my wallet. So that happens much when you are trading. Then we'll have forgetting to do your research. In the crypto space, research is very important. You cannot do without it. Okay, do your research, ask your questions. No matter how crazy or stupid it might sound to you, ask it. It's not stupid. Okay, then sharing your recovery phase, that I said that earlier, your 12 or your 24 uh word recovery phrase for your wallet. You don't share it with anybody. Actually, you actually need to have a notebook, maybe a tick back notebook that you keep your recovery phrase. Okay, you have a trust wallet, you write this one, write the wallet, write where it comes from. You keep it safe. You keep it where you keep all your important documents, like you keep it very safe. We do not advise you to save it online, and we don't advise you to screenshot. It doesn't help. Your device, you don't trust even your device, so you write it down and keep it safe as one of your items that is very important to you. Okay, if you are following to this extent, a thumbs up, please. Your questions on the comments next, please. Okay, these are our recap and our quick takeaway. So far so good. For the little minutes we have spoken, talked about cryptocurrency, we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about altcoin, and we talked about security, which is your responsibility. Okay, and that will be bringing us to the end of this my teaching section, not the end of the section, because I've not asked question. You have not asked your question, so that's not the end. So next slide, ma. So this is your question and answer section. Mbani Chikelo, Ahmed Joshua, Gloria, Thank you for staying this long with us. At least you have been learning. So I would love to hear our questions. Please, okay, you are still with us. Thank you so much for helping us with the projection. We are all welcome, and then I'm waiting for our questions. If I cannot answer it today, then I will answer it tomorrow. But ask your questions. Ask your questions. I want to ask questions too. I want to ask questions. So if you don't ask me, I will ask you. One person must ask and one person must answer. Questions. No one have a question. If you don't have a question, okay, what did you learn? It not be that. It not be that my effort is in vain. What did you learn? Did you get any value? I want to hear our insight. I want to hear from us. I want to hear someone speak.
Yeah, I do. Good evening.
Good evening there.
Good
Okay.
evening. Can you hear me? Oh
I
God.
can hear you loud and clear.
Good evening.
I said I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening. Good evening. But this is my emoji. I can hear you clearly.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think I need to type. I can hear you.
Good evening.
We
We
can
can hear
hear
you
you.
speaking.
Good evening.
Yeah. Which kind of network is this
Sorry,
now?
I've been talking since. I think my network is not that strong enough. Thanks so much
Sorry.
for tonight's class. Thanks so much for tonight's class. I really appreciate it. Although my network was disturbing, I couldn't hear you well enough.
Okay. So
I really
sorry.
appreciate your efforts. I just have a little question to ask when you talk about I think it's security, Abi. There is something you were talking something. I don't know, my network went off that period. You're talking, is it security, Abi, safeguarding our pin,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know. Then I want
Okay.
to
Okay.
ask. We are talking about banking, and when my network went off that time, so I want to ask:
Okay.
is it possible that when a mistake is made in blockchain, can it be prevented, or can we prevent fraud or double spending or double entering of transactions? Is it possible?
Okay. Yes. It's very possible. That's we
Okay.
discussed this on when I was talking about security. In the blockchain, you don't share your password, and then you safeguard your wallet. If you want to do a transaction on the blockchain, you are very careful. For example, you want to do a transaction with someone, then the person sends you the wallet. Before you transfer, okay, you send the money or the token to the person. You can ask the person again, Hope, this is your wallet. The person will say yes. You now ask the person, which network is this? Is it BSC, or is it Tron? You ask the person which network. Because if blockchain is so strict that if you mistakenly make a mistake in your transaction, yes, it's recorded. Yes, the money will be sent, but definitely the person will not get that, and that's an error. Okay, to show on the blockchain that you did this transaction, but because the person did not tell you the right chain or this thing that he or she is using, the money is not going to reflect on the person's account. So we can actually prevent that by asking again. Okay, you send me this one. Like, which network is this? Person be like, okay, it's just this one. Ask the person, hope you are sure, and make sure that conversation is very okay. This is you are chatting or you're on call. Person say that yes before you go ahead and do that transaction. Okay. Sometimes you can even copy an address and maybe ask if you know how to operate your ChatGPT. You can ask it which this thing is this. So I think sometimes to some extent it can actually verify and tell you, okay, this is the chain that this is coming from. So you can actually prevent it there. Hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, you
Ah,
have. Thank you so much.
you are welcome. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Any other question? Any other question? Go ahead. Go ahead and ask your question, Mbani Chicken. Go ahead. Go ahead and
Good
ask your
evening.
question. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
You made mention of centralized exchange not being that secure. Like, I want you to throw more light on it because some centralized exchange have something like two-factor authentication. Is it that it's not that secured enough or something?
Okay. What's can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So when we talked about centralized exchange not being too secure, or okay, we cannot trust them 100%, does not mean that you cannot do your transactions freely. That double authentication is actually a security tip that they brought up to help prevent fraud. So, but what we are saying is, in essence, is this: in as much as is a company that owns it, an individual company, so to say, when you are done with whatever transactions you are doing, okay, and then you are not staking, maybe it's just funds that is left there. Do not leave it there. You can leave small, then transfer some to your decentralized exchange. That's the essence of that security tip that we discussed. Okay. Not that it's not safe. Not that like some of the companies like Binance, they have been in the space for more than 4 5 years or more, and still counting. Not that they are not safe. Or what you are saying in essence is that you might be registering maybe a new centralized exchange that is still new, and then your funds is there. When you are done with whatever you are doing, do not leave all your funds there. Okay, it's just a security tip trying to make sure that okay, in as much as this is online, you cannot hold your cash on your hand. You need to be careful. Okay, so hope I answered your question correctly, Chikelo.
Yes. Thank you.
We are very welcome. You're very welcome. Any other? Am I just sure? Guy, what's up? I've not heard from you. Since you cannot bring down your hand, we don't have any other question. Then Joshua, you can speak out. I want to hear you before we call it a day. I think a
Okay, I
moderator.
do have.
Okay.
Can you hear
You
me?
don't have any? Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Thank you very much for tonight's session. It was an amazing time. I learned a lot. First, from the security aspect, not to like keep all my money in centralized exchanges. Like when I'm done with transactions, I should be wise to move some to a decentralized exchange. Yes, so I
Yeah,
learned about that. Then secondly, I learned that centralized exchanges they can provide more liquidity, or like let's say I want to save the amount of liquidity I get or the amount of interest I get when I'm performing a transaction on the centralized exchanges will be much more compared to what I'll get on decentralized exchanges. So
yeah.
basically, this are my take home for tonight. And
Okay.
thank you very much again for the session.
Thank, thank you for that. Yeah, yeah, welcome. So, hope do you have any other question? Do you have any other question? Do you have any other question? I'm very happy for tonight's section. I'm very happy we learned something. Very happy we are going home with some value, and hope that we are building our visibility across our socials. I want to connect with every one of us. Maybe I will go to our CEO on WhatsApp and talk. I'm Annastesia Ezinne across all socials, both my LinkedIn and my Twitter. So if you are putting your screenshot, I'm the short of it today, so you can just tag me and then I'll come and share you up. I'll follow you back immediately if you follow me, so that will connect. Okay, and then you can just type maybe as I'm best together. I am, then I'm best. ANNBEST. Maybe I'll type it on the WhatsApp. I would love to connect with every one of us. I want to see us grow. Not just this, okay, just this class. I want to see us grow in this space. I want to see us make that money together, secure the bags, and build free solutions. Okay. So thank you so much, every one of us. Moderator, I think Don, I don't know if you have any other thing to say. Thank you all,
All
and
right.
I would love to connect with us. Bye.
Thank you so much, Ma. Can you guys give her a clapping ovation from your end with your emojis? She did so well this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the emojis coming in. Thank you, Miss Anne, for the lessons you taught today, especially with respect to the history about money, the evolution of money, how cryptocurrency came to play, the uses, and security. Because I loved when you were dwelling on like misconceptions that a lot of people have, including the security tips that I think Ame Umbani spoke about with respect to splitting your money from between centralized and decentralized, especially with respect to like cost. So thank you so much with respect to that. And I like the fact that everybody cooperated with all three in our questions. I didn't get to hear from Prince, but hopefully I get to hear from you in the next class. I am taking it that probably you are somewhere that's not convenient to speak. Okay, so I believe each and every one of us here has learned a thing or two today. Like she said, it's time for you to build your visibility. Now, one thing you guys should know is that these knowledges you are receiving is not just something to just have. It's something you are meant to use, implement, and start working on. So, for instance, now if you are here, you do not have a wallet address, you do not have any exchange in your phone, you can go ahead and go to online. You can ask, okay, top 5 wallets. You see Trust Wallets, you see MetaMask, probably you see top 5 decentralized wallets, top 5 centralized wallets, and you can go ahead and download anyone and see how they work, see how their interfaces are, because you're not putting in your money, you're just exploring the interface. That is you learning. And you can go ahead and share your learning journey on different social media to get more visibility, because definitely you're going to grow and you're going to get a job along the line. With that being said, thank you all for joining today's class. I'll see you guys in the next class. Have a good night rest. All right. Bye. Michael.